Dodgers Braves from the ATL. A long rain delay in this one. First pitch wasn't until 10:21 local time. It was the longest rain delay in the 9-year history of Truist Park. Spencer Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves. Top of the first inning, facing Shohei Ohtani. A 1-2 count, and Shohei bangs one to center for a leadoff single. There's the head bump, Selly. Stays back on it. Great piece of hitting. And then the 2-2 to Mookie Betts. Hits one to Olsen. He flips it to Albies. Albies tries to get the double play at first, but Mookie was saved a tough play, throwing it across his body, and is unable to make the play. And here's Teoscar Hernandez at the plate. 1-2. He goes down swinging. 88-mile-per-hour slider. The NL leader in RBIs couldn't cash in there. Then bottom of the first inning, Roki Sasaki, the Japanese phenom, on the mound, facing Alex Verdugo. He gets him to fly to left for the first out. Conforto makes the catch. Rough night for Conforto again. Austin Riley at the plate. He bounces one. Muncy tries to make the play at first. Barehands it. Can't make it. They get a one-out base runner. Freddie, Austin Riley catching up. Then Marcell Ozuna at the plate. 2-2, one out. Frees him. Takes a fastball up in the zone. 96. Nice perceived rise right down Broadway. And the fastball hasn't been as electric, but there. And how about as he walks Olsen, 95 off the plate. They got runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pitch count was going up early on Roki, averaging around 20 pitches per inning to start this off. And then you got Sean Murphy at the plate, 2-2. Frees him, 96. Another strikeout looking for Roki Sasaki. And he was battling early on, working his way around some traffic. In the top of the second inning, Will Smith at the plate. He hits one to deep right. It goes off the wall. Smitty has been locked in lately. Little hit Selly there. The Shohei. Then how about Max Muncy? He gets hit on the leg. He gets an HBP. That gives the Dodgers runners on first and second, no outs. And Andy Pages, he hits one into center. Harris makes the catch. Smith tags up. That sets the Dodgers up with Michael Conforto at the plate. Runners on the corners. And Conforto, he hits one. They flip it to second. And Smith comes home to score for the first run of the night. It was the first RBI for Michael Conforto since April 5th. He went 0 for 5 tonight. He's now on an 0 for 27 slump. That play makes the flip to Albies. Another tough play. Probably should just make the right play at first. And Chris Taylor, 0-2, runner on first. He goes down swinging, 97 up in the zone. It's been a rough start for CT3 this year. And then bottom of the second inning, Roki Sasaki facing Albies. Albies singles to center. And then he's going. He slides in there, takes second. They were in the City Connects. And then Roki Sasaki facing White. He pokes one. It goes down the line and right. Albies comes home to score. Gets past Teoscar. And White ends up all the way to third. One of the fastest runners in the league. A nice piece of hitting, but Teoscar, he's had some issues out there letting balls get past him. There's another example. And here's old friend Alex Verdugo at the plate. 2-1, 2 outs, runner on third. He hits a bloop, but it goes right to Mookie Betts. And Roki minimizes the damage. They strand the runner on third. Then top of the third inning, top of the lineup back up for the Dodgers. That means Shohei Ohtani back in the box, facing Spencer Schwellenbach. First pitch, and boom! Just sit back and enjoy the show. Ohtani's 8th home run of the season puts the Dodgers up 2-1. Look at this fan taking a video. Look at that swing. One of the best swings of the year for Shohei. Sunflower seed shower from Teo. Then here's Mookie on the 0-1. He singles to center. Mookie's heating up. Another 2-hit game for Mookie. And then Teo, he hits one into center. Mookie comes around to score. 33 RBIs for Teo. That leads all of Major League Baseball. Not trying to do too much. Just stays back on it. Really nice piece of hitting. High five for Mookie with the oven mitt on. And then Max Muncy, he draws a walk. That gives the Dodgers runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Andy Pages at the plate. And he goes down swinging. Slider gets him. Bottom of the third. Freeze him. Best pitch of the night for Roki Sasaki. That is a 496 RPM splitter. The big league average is just over 1,300. He frees him with that ghost fork. And then here's Roki facing Olsen. Again, the 3-2. He loses him. Olsen takes first base. Just missing with that heater. And then Sean Murphy at the plate. 2-1. Hits one to Muncy. Muncy makes the play at second. Chris Taylor in there. And then top of the fourth inning. Chris Taylor to play 2-2, goes down swinging on a slider for the second out. Slow start for CT3. And then here's Shohei at the plate. 2-1, 2 outs. He singles to center. A 3-hit night for Shohei. And here's Mookie at the plate. And Shohei takes off. Then Mookie, he rips one down the line in left. And let's see the wheels from Shohei. He comes all the way around to score. Mookie OPSing over 1,000 in his last 6 games. There's the hit, Selly. And then here's Freddie Freeman, 3-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Pokes one into left. And Mookie comes around and gets right in there. Gets that foot in there and crosses home plate. Nice throw, but Mookie gets those Air Jordan cleats on that home plate. And the Dodgers get another run. And then here's Bummer facing Teoscar Hernandez. 3-2, 2 outs. And Teo hits a little number down the line. Bummer tries to field it, but he can't make the play. Mishandles it. Freddie's going back to third. But then Bummer throws it over Sean Murphy's head. And Freddie comes in to score. A bummer for the Braves. Leads to another run. Dodgers up 6-1. Will Smith at the plate. 3-1, 2 outs. He pokes one into right. Teo comes in, slides in. That puts the Dodgers up 7-1. Nice piece of hitting by Smitty. Gets those hands in. 6 for his last 17. Bottom of the fourth, Roki facing Ozzie Albies. 2-0 count. And he cranks one out. A laser shot. That leaves the yard. Makes it a 7-2 game. Just left that fastball out and over the plate. Was a heater that he just left right down Broadway. Not great velo on it. And then White, he pokes one into right for a base hit. That brings up Allen with the fast White at first. And he rips one to left. And White is on his horse, electrifying speed. He comes in to score. That makes it a 7-3 game. And that's just a hanging splitter that stays up, doesn't have that bite. And then 5th inning, Ozzie Albies at the plate. Roki Sasaki trying to get through 5 to get that first career win. 3-2 to Albies. Soft contact. Pops it up in the infield. Mookie calls off CT. That's 5 innings for Roki, eligible for that win. Then top of the 6th inning, Mookie Betts at the plate. 2-2 count. Mookie hits one right back to Bummer. This time he makes the play. Quick reflexes, able to field it. In top of the 8th inning, runners on first and second. Freddie Freeman at the plate. In his old ballpark, facing Blewett, and he blew it. A 3-run shot for Freddie Freeman. That puts the Dodgers up 10-3. Fredericks of Hollywood makes it a double-digit runs night again for the Dodgers. LA scored double-digit runs in 3 of their last 4 games, and Freddie Freeman should have been an iconic Brave, but hey, dust off those shoulders. Fell into the Dodgers' lap, and now there's Ha-Seong Kim making his big league debut. Look at that smile. Look at the bow. Called up, looking at defensive positioning, in as a defensive replacement for Chris Taylor late. He was added after the Dodgers sent Tommy Edman to the IL. So great moment. Ha-Seong Kim making his big league debut at second. The Dodgers loading the bases there late. with Luis Garcia on the mound. Matt Olson at the plate. One swing could make this a little more interesting, but he strikes him out, gets him to chase a splitter, and then Murphy, he takes strike three. Dodgers win 10-3, and Roki Sasaki gets his first win as a big leaguer. Another 5-inning start for Roki Sasaki. His final line on the night, Roki gives up 3 runs on 6 hits, had 4 strikeouts, 2 walks through 98 pitches. That was a career high, but the Dodgers get the dub. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.